Grrrr. What's good, my people? What's good? What's good? It's Bobby D. LaFleur, man. And you know what? So, I came across this Breakfast Club interview with this lady right here. If you could see her right here, her name is Angela Stanton. Angela Stanton-King, I think it is. She's a pro-Trump supporter with a backstory of her own. You know what I'm saying? I know when you normally say a black person's a Trump supporter, you know, normally you get a bit of flack. You know what I'm saying? Like they normally man will just shit on you if you're a Trump supporter. However, when I saw this interview, I can't lie. This woman was quite inspiring, and oh, lie, she kind of made the breakfast. For me, I feel she kind of exposed the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? I think the Breakfast Club has been compromised. Maybe everyone knows this already. Like I might be late to the party, but I think the Breakfast Club is compromised, and I don't know what agenda they're pushing, but the Breakfast Club. I know they're in a lot of markets and you know, when you're on like radio and you got a lot of sponsors and all of that, there's a certain way you have to move and you can't really necessarily say what's on your mind and all of that. But when the way this woman was running circles around Angela Yee, it kind of made me even look at Angela Yee a bit different. Same with even DJ Envy. And I would encourage everyone to go and watch this interview on the Breakfast Club with Angela Stanton. I mean, she's trying to run for Congress in Atlanta. She was incarcerated, and I think apparently she got exonerated by Donald Trump. And there was apparently when you're in prison or jail or whatever, if you're pregnant and you're gonna give birth, when you give birth, you're handcuffed to a bed, and because of this woman giving birth handcuffed to a bed, she approached Trump or whoever or whatever, and now that law has been abolished that pregnant women that are incarcerated cannot be handcuffed to a bed while giving birth, and these is things I didn't know about, and she spoke about abortion, she spoke about the LGBT community, she spoke about trans people, and one thing I will say is I do feel I don't want to say all of them in the Breakfast Club, but I feel Charlemagne kind of clocked it early. I think Charlemagne clocked where the interview was going, and he knew there was walking on thin ice with the public. Charlemagne's not a fool. Charlemagne's not a fool because I think Angela Yee and DJ Envy was just in their feelings. Like if you're an interviewer, I don't feel it's healthy to get in personal conflicts with the guest that you're interviewing. And I'm pretty sure it can just happen to anyone. I'm quite an emotional person myself, so I'm very argumentative myself. But however, in this circumstance, you have to know when to control it and when to deal with it. And Envy was arguing with this lady a lot. Angela Yee especially. I mean, there was at one point where this woman is pro-life, innit? So she's against abortion completely. That's very amicable. I can't lie. My stance on abortion, I don't really have a stance on it. I do guess I am pro-choice, but at the same time, I do feel the woman and the man should both have a choice or a say in the matter. I don't feel it should all be up to the lady because I do feel it does take two to tango. However, this woman believes that abortion is murder straight up, and you can't really sorry people, you can't really argue with that. So Angela Yee makes a statement about well, how is abortion murder? Ain't it a fetus? And then this lady just hits her with, well, check the definition of a fetus. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, there was just certain things, especially when they was having the whole shit. She's against policies of teaching kids about just LGBT stuff and sexual preference and gay and lesbians. I'm kind of with her on that. I don't feel like 5 year olds. I don't feel anyone that's under 16 should be learning anything about. Even when it comes to fucking straight sex, like I just feel sex should just be discussed with parents and what you learn from your friends and go out in life and just how everyone goes through it, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And you can understand her. You know what I'm saying? And there were times where these guys were arguing with her about, you know what I'm saying? Like I can get why they're disagreeing with it. There's no problem disagreeing with it. Sorry, there's no problem disagreeing with it, but these guys were passionate, like very passionate to the point where I was kind of conflicted if this was the Breakfast Club's own views, or is this what they're told to say, or is this something they have to say? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I encourage everyone, go check out the Angela Stanton Breakfast Club interview. She really does discuss a lot of topics that, black people discuss when they're with friends or behind closed doors. And another thing is, they did. I will say, yeah, they did. And I don't want to put Charlemagne in it, but I have to put Charlemagne in it as well, yeah. Because out of all of them, Charlemagne was the one that, because there was one point where they tried to say she's against LGBT, and then she's like, no, I got a son that's gay. And Charlemagne was like, okay, cool, then it don't make sense that you're against LGBT, you know what I'm saying? And then these guys they were still trying to paint the narrative that she's against the LGBT community, you know what I'm saying? Which we all know today is a dangerous thing if you're against that community. So you know what I'm saying? Everyone encourages everyone to live their life, you know what I'm saying? No one wishes death on anyone, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the same way people have a right to do what they want or do what they will, is the same way people should have the right to say, you know what, we're not really comfortable with that. It's not for us, you know what I'm saying? It's just not for us, innit? You know what I'm saying? It's all opinion at the end of the day. It's all preference and opinion, you know what I'm saying? And I encourage everyone to watch this interview and let me know what you think of Angela Stanton, and let me know if you feel she run laps around the Breakfast Club. But yeah, that's all I got to say on the matter. Go check it out. It's an interesting interview. I recommend everyone check it out. Check out her story, and you get me, fam. It's a good watch. But like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Talking General. Holla at your boy, subscribe to the channel, give it a like, share it out. You know what I'm saying, man? It's your boy, Bobby D. LaFleur, and I'm gone.